Okay, I welcome you to this preview on the La Liga upcoming match day this weekend. I didn't count them. I can say in a second. When you enter my tool, you can build your own tree, the Betmaster tool, that you can get access to when you follow the description, the link in the description, and you can get my evaluations there as well, and you can build up your own tree if you enter the leagues you booked and the leagues you want to compile your prices for. And I added, of course, the La Liga as well, and now I can view only this league, which I'm gonna do now, and we will see nothing but the upcoming games of the La Liga, which is very welcome here for me, as soon or as long as I do not have any prices in there, because I'm doing the regular job I've done for half of my life now, at least, compiling prices, comparing them with market, trying to work out evaluations, of course, building this tool which I've used myself for more than 30 years. It's working on the same algorithms still, and it's serving you. It's meant to serve you as a tool to be able to compile those prices yourself and also beat the betting market in the process, which is not a one-day thing to do. You need some long-term experience and maybe some knowledge, gathering some knowledge and understanding, but still it's well, first of all, if you have all the prices compiled, you can do this in your head and try it yourself, but the tool is compiling all the markets as well. So we have here the Asian Handicap, for example. It's a bit more difficult. Asian Handicap first half, there I'm still improving on these. The Asian goal lines, which are much more difficult to compile in your head. And 1x2, of course, 1x2 first half, second half, double chance, who's gonna, both teams to score. I mean, sometimes double chance is 1x or x2 for the underdog usually. You could have that in the Asian Handicap as well. Over under, which is pretty difficult to assess. Correct score, handicap first half. There are a lot more markets which I'm trying to enter as well, but they are coming all in one go. So as soon as my simulation runs through of a single game, 1,000 or 10,000 even simulations, then I'm recording the things that are important and the market offers prices for. So I'm simply recording in 10,000 games. This happened 2,000 times, so I have 20% chance for this to happen. The reciprocal of this is the true price that you can compare with the market prices. And you should always keep in mind that everyone at market is trying this. Also the bookmakers themselves, they are trying to set up prices that are maybe attractive for you, but still help them to make some money, but they do not know the prices. So who knows the probability? They try to work out how people are going to bet and so on. And also you see that at the bet exchanges also, when you see there's a price somewhere in the middle, and if you bet on it or you lay the price also, this is very, very small margins there that people try to make a living off. And we try to compile these prices better than others do, which is not so difficult because this tool is doing a lot of things very well. As you see, a proof with every day I compile the prices here, or with every video I record here. Osasuna against Gradana of Osasuna. I'm not so much into these leagues at the moment. I'm not this far away either, but maybe you needed a little more attention for that and maybe specify a bit more or things like that. And the 1x2 market is also a market that I rather try to work with here in these tools. Usually should first of all bet the Asian market, where you usually also get better prices somewhere, Asian market, but also you have to watch the price developments and be very careful and attentive with that. and work out why is this market moving. Usually it's moving because there are heavy money moves, so to say. So a lot of people think the same, or one person is thinking this is going to happen for sure. There are some more laws of this market that you needed to understand or to get into. But first of all, well, we have a basis here, and we have also the other markets where you can bet on and maybe have an easier task to find some winning bets, but usually market is smaller. So then you would have to bet smaller amounts, so to say, right? Osasuna, I would guess Granada not doing so well. Osasuna doing very well. Should be somewhere around 190 maybe. Osasuna should be pretty good favorites. 261. That looks a bit silly, and I was guessing that fully wrong. But the computer keeps insisting it wants Granada for some obscure reason. We can check that here in the table. Osasuna are doing very well, while Granada are pretty low. They are a couple of points. So I guess what we had to do here, I mean, first game I'm compiling here is not such a good proof for the tool working so well, but it is also welcome if I can show you how to adjust if you're unhappy with something. Here we have first of all the Osasuna, who are at the moment playing better, but I'm not so sure if we really had to adjust here and store that. But of course you can always do a little adjustment there. And also, well, if you like Granada, you keep them where they are. I set them a bit lower now at the moment, but this will not maybe kill our bet on the Granada, which we still will most likely get a proposal on, or it will be on the draw, right? Not so many goals in this one, and then maybe the draw once again indicated. Valencia against Majorca, tough one to evaluate at the moment. Especially Valencia played okay against Real. They lost against Barcelona. They lost 3-1. In the end, still doing okay. I think Majorca won promotion. They are somewhere doing okay as well from a remote side. It should be somewhere around 2.0, a bit above 2. Yeah, similar to the one before, maybe, or maybe a bit less than that. 2.1, 2.05 could be. 188. Okay. So I'm not doing so good in this league at the moment. We can check here. Valencia should be doing okay, but are they doing better than that? This is a 9-game 3-3-3 is okay, but it's not, well, it's not massive. 3-2-4 is okay concerning the points. In the goal difference, it is negative, -6, worse than expected. Still, they are doing okay. Would we need to adjust a lot here? We can check, of course, with the market in the end, but I would still, well, market will most likely be under 2.0, but maybe if it's 190, 195, we can think about it. We won't get a lot more, I guess, but Majorca could be well respected. I saw Cadiz once again. They played a pretty even game against, but I saw them 90 minutes really, and once again they did okay. But of course they are the one designated to get relegated, the top side, and they are also giving some pedigree to that week in, week out. But I would, of course, Alaves, they lost 1-0 to, did they? Betis, was it the game? I also watched it. I watched a couple of these games, but still not so comfortable at the moment. So, of course, Alaves should be favorites anyway, pretty good in the table, and market will always confirm, but computer could even be a bit careful with it. So not even saying, yeah, they are not even the dogs here. I'll check that in a second. Market will be the other way around, I'm sure. And we can check Alaves. They should still be doing okay. Oh no, I was fully wrong. with them, but they must have lost again. While Cadiz still struggling, still somehow. I mean, I like their performance, but who were they playing? Can't remember that. But they lost 2-0. I think Rayo. Was it Rayo? Or was it Osasuna maybe? No. Well, I can't remember. But Alaves, so I would confirm this evaluation here. Elche Espanyol, they lost to, right? 2-0. That was Espanyol. Okay. Espanyol very well respected. Elche not so terribly much. So still should be home favorites. But you feel, you see here that at the moment I'm not so comfortable in this league. Elche should be still favorites, but what market says about it could even be right. This is very similar to the one above. I would confirm that, but maybe Espanyol will even be favorites here. Well, I can't imagine really. Atletico against Villarreal. I would still say Villarreal. They impressed me. I like them. They should even, well, no, they can't be favorites here, but also very, very, very even game. Same thing here, right? Very, very even game. This is what the tool thinks, what the market thinks. I can't imagine otherwise, but we will see in a second. Sevilla against Levante. Okay, Sevilla busy on midweek. Lille, they have to take on Champions League. Okay, they are winning their games. They won 1-0. Very tough one against Celta, I think. Or was it Betis? No, against Celta, I would say. But anyway, struggling to find their real shape, but still a very good side, of course. 160 is maximum, 155, something like that. Levante not so good, right? 153, so I was coming close. We see what market thinks. Okay, the derby here called, what is it called? Anyway, Barcelona, Real Madrid, both struggling a bit. Computer still wouldn't, the tool with my settings, it's not what the computer says, it's the tool with my settings, still wouldn't stay away so far from Barcelona, and I still think they have a good side. I know it's a tough season to come, but I wouldn't think, and Real Madrid are not convincing so much. So even slight favorites could be Barcelona, but could be also very, very even game. Once again, another one. Even slight favorites, I wouldn't fully disagree. Betis against Rayo. Rayo very well respected, so it should be over 2.0. Computer will just be slowly, but also Betis are very well respected. They are all playing very, very good football, I have to say. Rayo, Computer will be somewhere shortly above 2.0, I guess, but maybe even below. I'm not sure. Yeah, even a bit below. It was like the Valencia game. But market will be most likely above 2.0. They somehow like Rayo. Do they like them too much? I can't say really, but because I didn't see many games of Rayo. But the promoted sides are always hard to assess, and when they start their winning streaks, it's hard to go against it. Atletico against Real Sociedad. Okay, that should even be over 2.0. Computer won't agree though, but Atletico lost to Liverpool and also not playing so well, while Real Sociedad are continuing their good run. I would say standings, Atletico still doing okay, but Real Sociedad on top even. You see that 17 points, 20 points, but it was last season was the same when Real Sociedad took over pretty early on, and then they dropped a couple of paces. But it should be close to 2.0. Computer maybe still below, like the other ones in this case. 183 like the other ones, as I said, but market could even be, and I wouldn't fully disagree to market here. So if we have an indication, we still can doubt that. Getafe against Celta should be pretty even, I guess. Also market will be, but could be Getafe. Still the tool would say Getafe are ahead, but it's with my settings, as I said, 2.69. Now we can compare that. I'm gonna save that here. and we can compare these prices to the market prices. Osasuna, this price does confirm what I said about the game, and I said even below 2.0 should be realistic. The computer would propose us to go with Granada, which I said I still might think about it. And in this case, once more, maybe I try, but it's really Granada are not playing so well. I do not like them so much. So 170 on Valencia does confirm rather the computer price here. There's no indication really. 380, 490. This is way too close. 490 would be an indication, but why would I do that? Cadiz, even small favorites, because Alaves are not doing well, so full confirmation of my computer prices here. Or even the draw would be maybe even indicated, so why not? I mean, there are too many draws. We can check that here as well in the standings La Liga. If we look at this column here, but 26 draws are not so many in this league, whereby it's still more than, sorry, I have to divide the 86 by 26 to get out the true price. I was wrong, so that's 331 in this case, in this league. So 331, of course the 3.0 is below 331, but it's a game where you could say, well, who of these two should be able to win? And it's of course a tough one. Also, Cadiz played 4 draws already, and they keep a small gap between them, and they try to avoid relegation. They may be capable of, but market says they are not. A draw, not such an, but how would you make money with these margins here? 3.0, 2.93. This is Elche against Espanyol was as close as I expected. Here as well, we have this 3.0 indication, if you want so, right? We just checked it. It could be Elche, sound like a side. You could even here check the draw probability. They have 3 draws, that's 1/3, that's exactly the price you need, or you get 3.0. Espanyol the same, so you would have exactly the true price that they pay here, 3.0, because it's exactly 6 out of the 18 games ended in a draw. If they meet each other, it could even be a bit more likely. In Bilbao against Villarreal, I said maybe even Villarreal slightly ahead, and did the computer tool confirm the 295. I could just bet, well, 290 is too low, so no indication here. We can check the draw even in this game, because it's also, right, it's the same thing. And of course we can imagine draws, but it's tough to hit a draw while watching the game. Also the 150 is exactly 153 was true price. Here it's the other way around, the 265. I would even, for the sake of sympathy, and also because I think Real Madrid are not doing so well, while I still figure Barcelona could surprise people in a short term, that they are still better than they think. I saw Frankie de Jong playing very well, for example, but also, I mean, the whole side, of course Real Madrid are considered to be better at the moment, which I wouldn't doubt. But 265 for this clash of the Titans here as well. Like the Manchester United Liverpool, but this one is even bigger. It's the biggest one in the world, I would guess. I mean, if you look at River Plate, I don't know, or who's playing there in this Buenos Aires also. The Betis was 180 market. Here I was 184, so I was way too close. And Atletico, the same thing. 173, still confirming this respect to Real Sociedad. Here we could go for a draw, which once again, and also in the Betis 380, we are close enough to here say as well, why not? But this is not even indicated, right? But just to show you, at the moment the computer would tend to rather bid for the draws. In England was the same, but of course they are all over the place. There are too many draws, but you should play such a strategy then rather consistently and well, maybe not watch the games, because it's, what would you do, right? When you watch a game of football, you want to see them play football, and you want to see them, and you want to bet on a side and keep your fingers crossed for them. And now you're hoping not for a side, but for a draw for neither side. I don't want anyone to score. If they score, you are unhappy. If the others score, then you would be happy again for a moment, until one side takes the lead again. This is just how would you? But of course, when you bet professionally, you wouldn't even bother maybe to watch the games. Also, you could say, I wait for the one, like Barcelona against Real Madrid or so, right? So anyway, thanks. I'm through with this one, or with this league for this week, and I hope you leave your likes, you subscribe to my channel, you leave some comments, and you even check out the tool. You can get a free version for this, and if you talk to me, maybe I can make other things possible for the one or two asking how this is gonna work also. So thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.